All right, looks like they are here and ready to go, though. So let's hop into the action. Blue Link versus xDarkElite, and this is a incredibly important match for both of these players. Loser does not make it into the finale. Likely. We'll see. Probably actually not going to happen because of all the generosity from Junkbox, but loser is, we're going to pretend that they are not going to make it into the finale here. So this is incredibly important that they bring out all the stops and make it through this opponent, because this is the player standing in their way. These players are right now tied for points. They obviously cannot tie again, as one of them is going to finish higher than the other. So this is a crucial match, one of the most important of the night. Shout out to Junk, though, because don't tell the players. I still want them to play really hard, but we're going to raise the prize pool up to 1,000, and everybody qualifies anyway. But shh, that's a secret.
So we are going to be having xDarkElite going to his signature Scarlet and Blue Link going straight back to Fujin. Honestly, his Fujin was playing really well against AJ, so I believe he feels he can keep that momentum from that set and bring it in to carry him through the losers bracket against xDarkElite. Once again, xDarkElite, no slouch of his own, should be able to go toe-to-toe with Blue, and this should be a really interesting match, really back and forth, and we'll have to see how it goes.
I like Fujin as the pick. Fujin's going to be able to get over like 3 out of 4 of the fireballs outright, and I think if you skywalk properly, you can get around the Blood Tongue as well. So the zoning game plan that xDarkElite is so notorious for, not going to be as effective when Fujin can kind of avoid a lot of that. xDarkElite, though, no slouch up close and personal either. We'll see how the Blood Witch fares with the Wind God coming out from Blue Link. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, George here, as well as Special J Edward. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here today.
Yeah, not only that, but as well as you can skywalk over, you got to look out for that wind pull, that back tube.
Yep.
Scarlet gets caught out in one bad scenario, just like now. He's going to convert that into a combo and punish you very dearly every single time.
Half-screen normals. They are incredibly deadly. One of the stronger traits of Fujin, and there we go. Blue Link going to close it out with that tornado at the end. Nicely done. And of course, he's got solid positioning here as well. xDarkElite teleports out of the corner, though, successfully. Not able to get much done afterward.
Really good restand combo right there. Trying to go for mix-ups for the Skywalker cancel. xDarkElite not being phased and is going to just block that, and they're going right back to neutral. Blue Link's coming in with the back throw. No escape failed though. xDarkElite, wow. That was such a good cancel into reading the button press from xDarkElite and then uppercutting for the KB. That was really smart there.
Hey, so here's something that was happening in replay, from my understanding. I think it was Azerbaijan was using Sonya's parry to blow up amplified Warp Needle. Can Scarlet do the same thing? Is Scarlet's parry fast enough to interrupt Warp Needle? I think that, for example, Rain can evaporate through the Amplify now, because that starts up in 8 frames. And I think that's what the startup is of, because otherwise Sonya would be able to parry flawless block gaps, and she can't do that. Not all of them, at least. So I think that it must be a minimum 8. So I think as long as the parry is 8 frames, you can get in that gap there.
Well, I will say Sonya's parry is 7 frames. Is a 7 frame.
Oh, Sonya's is 7? Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's a 7 frame, so it is it actually can punish a lot of things. Like with Johnny Cage, if he does stay forward 3, 4, 4, up 4, she can actually parry that final kick. So there's a lot of like interesting moves that Sonya actually has the ability to parry.
I'm surprised we don't see more of
that
then. I guess I hadn't actually done enough research. I assumed that it was 8, because that's how Evaporate works, because otherwise you could flawless block, or you could just evaporate through everything for Rain. But yeah. Thoughtler is saying that Sonya can parry all gaps. That is huge. I guess you have to use the proper parry. You know, not all gaps are, but I mean, that seems pretty wild. I'm surprised we don't see more of that, actually. Nonetheless, though, not going to work for Scarlet, though, according to Thoughtler as well. So that parry, not going to be fast enough for Scarlet to do that. And there it is, the Skywalker getting over that Blood Tongue. So the only projectile that I think might somehow, like, that isn't going to be easily gotten over, still can be avoided as well. So the projectile game from xDarkElite definitely going to be hampered by the fact that, you know, he can just run over and avoid all of it. And Scarlet, for all those projectiles, doesn't have like an upward get out of the air projectile like some other characters do. RoboCop, right? The gun up there.
Yeah, and Blue is doing a really great job right now of keeping DarkElite in that back one range and that just sword swipe. As long as he has him in that range, he can't have it will prevent DarkElite from having that projectile game going, making sure he can't really move around and force him to play Blue's game and keep him with these mix-ups with the Skywalker, with just regular throws, and actually calling out the interactable right there, not getting a punish, but actually drops the punish right there. He could have won the round. And let's see if Dark can take that as a sign of life to actually bring the round back. Really good forward throw, maybe starting to get that momentum back here. Timer's running really close to running out, almost a chip out, and actually getting the overhead to take the round. What a nice clutch there from DarkElite.
Got the hit there. That is unfortunate for DarkElite. And the interactable coming out. I mean, you had to know it was going to happen. It's DarkElite, and he's near anything he can get his hands on. Definitely going to be interacting his way out of that one. A lot of meter being spent by both players here, though. Blue still has some left. Warp Needle keeps him on standing.
I'm sorry. I am in shock right now. I don't know if anyone else. That was a great interactable there by DarkElite.
He's so good at knowing when he's at the interactables, even mid-combo, to be able to just bust them out and maximize that damage. That's going to do more damage, typically, than any other combo ender other than a Fatal Blow.
Yeah, I bet you he's playing with interactable sound cues on, so he always knows when he's nearby. So he always is able to get that punish, and that's Fatal Blow, and that's going to take it.
Nicely done.
Wow.
Did Blue win the first game? Or is this game 2, or is that only game 1?
This is game 2. Okay, I believe it's
Blue
1.
Okay, I knew I missed something there. I'm pretty sure that I saw Fujin win, but I like the adjustment here from DarkElite to kind of realize that, okay, the zoning approach is not going to work as much, so I need to kind of do a better job of holding my ground. You saw a bit more of those plus frames here that he was going with, and ultimately, you know, the interactables even from DarkElite able to churn out enough damage to stay in the fight, and that is going to be DarkElite answering back. I just want to make sure so I'm not high. Okay, yep. So DarkElite tying it up 1-1. Yes, these are first to 3 sets the whole way. Obviously, Grand Finals has a potential to be reset, but it's first to 3 on both sides of the reset as well. Thank you so much for the follow, Nerd405, Flatliner, and Chaotix as well. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here as we see what the Xbox side of the tracks has to offer.
Yeah, going back to that last game, I don't believe anyone did see that, but at the start of that second round, DarkElite went for a low poke right off the bat, and Bluelink immediately reading that responded, flawless blocked it, and up 2 and started converting that into a combo. Really good awareness there from Blue, and it may actually stop DarkElite from going for these pokes right off the bat because Blue is showing that he has an answer to it right away.
Alright, here we go. Game number 3, a character switch coming in from Bluelink's side. Now he is playing as, of course, his Spawn. This is one of the characters we've seen a lot of from him this season, and just the damage capabilities of this character are no joke.
Yeah, the way he can get his damage off, any sort of mistake you make, Spawn is going to be punishing you for 40 to 45% every single touch if you do not break away. And the hardest part for this matchup, though, is getting in. And just like that, he jumps over the blood trail. And look at that,
477? That is insane. DarkElite opting not to break out of any of that either. And, I mean, essentially, if he gets hit again, he'll die once the meter's back from Blue. So that is insane damage.
Yeah. Had Blue actually not hit the jump in attack there, that entire combo would have done 48%. Really smart breakaway there from DarkElite, knowing that would have cost him the game had he let that combo rock. And that actually might kill.
Ooh, I think he might be alive, actually. Yeah, it's a little bit too close to 50% here. This is going to hit for around, like, 45. So, still going to be alive. The shield's definitely playing a role. And the YOLO charge! No way! God. What a wild play from Bluelink. But here's the thing. I mean, if that got blocked, he was dead anyway. You know, like... So sometimes you just gotta do it. The Nikes are laced up on Blue today.
Yeah, that was incredibly smart there. And now reading the throw and getting the jab crushing blow right there from
No
from
breakaway.
Blue.
This is going to be damage. He's going to have a breakaway here, but is it worth it? Nope, he's not going to opt out of that. 46. Jeez. DarkElite running out of health to work with. It is Scarlet. She can get some back if she can find some hits here, though.
Yeah, Blue is playing this entire matchup phenomenally right now. He's making sure to slowly get his way in and keeping Scarlet in that standing 3 range, so she can't really do anything unless she calls out the stagger, or if she guesses right on that projectile. Not quite enough to kill, but he's going for the raising hell to take that game. Really great play there from Bluelinkys.
I think what happened is DarkElite might have been looking to duck underneath the fireballs, which are a common play from spawn players to use the chains into fireballs. And here, also, I don't think Blue used the low chain until then. I think that might have been the first time he did it. So DarkElite, at least I didn't know that the low chain was even in the arsenal, that he had it equipped. So when he finally did pull it out, just DarkElite wasn't ready for it. And that is going to close out the round in Bluelink's favor. Now 1 game away from sending DarkElite not only home, but out of the finale. Don't worry, DarkElite, we got you.
Yeah, that's really smart from Blue, keeping that low chain, as you said yourself, keeping that low chain a secret until the very end where it really mattered. He's showing that he doesn't need to rely on that mix-up to open you up. He is just going to pressure you into trying to force your way out, and once you do, hey, you're not close enough to hit him, and that's combo city for spawn, and you're just gone in 2 touches. So that's really smart from Blue, keeping that spacing going, and keeping his cards in his sleeve until the time is right.
All right, so looks like we're going to be having Blaze versus Justin after this. Crispy, unfortunately, not going to make it back. But, of course, Crispy already qualified, so he can afford to kind of sit this one out and put his pieces on the table kind of in other positions, right, where he hasn't qualified yet. Perhaps in, like, this $1,000 tournament, I think, that they're playing in, or whatever's going on. PlayStation. There are so many events happening in the MK verse. If you have an Ethernet cable and MK, there is almost no excuse to not compete, because there's got to be something that fits your schedule, including Outworld TV, where they just like wrap it around your schedule. You tell them which time you want, you're in there. You might not be after tonight, but right now, yes, you were first in points at the start of today. After tonight, it might not happen. Well, with Zythshock also not playing, and Izzy and DarkElite, or Izzy and Scorpion not here, you could still actually be in the top still. But yeah, you did great, Crispy Fungus. This was a good season for you. You can afford to chill.
So DarkElite taking that first round, and this is exactly where Spawn doesn't want to be in this matchup. You get him past that stand 3 range, and Scarlet just has all the time in the world to just keep him away. Spawn really has no answers, but really great roll there. That is a true combo, unbreakable. Really smart there for making sure. He probably could have gotten more damage there, but that was still smart to keep it unbreakable just in case.
Too far. Nicely done. DarkElite gonna catch him. Keeps us all unbreakable as well, but look at the damage. Unbreakable and still 28%.
Wow, that was so lucky that the parry ended right when he went for that combo. That could have been really bad for Bluelinkys. Blue keeping that pressure going. Dark trying to get past the fireballs, but no luck, and that's going to be the round. Really good fatal blow right there from DarkElite. I believe that should tie up the score 2-2, if I'm correct.
Yes, indeed.
So we are going to be moving on to another game 5 going. Now let's see if Blue is confident in his spawn to think he wants to keep going out and just making some slight adjustments to make sure he stays in on Dark, or is he going to move on to another character that he thinks may have the answer to dealing with this?
I'm not sure, because like we know DarkElite has been, or not DarkElite, we know Bluelink has been really strong with his spawn this season in particularly. So I don't know. I don't see it like, but as strong as he's been with spawn, we also know he plays many characters. He's not just a player of Spawn, right? He's got a handful of others, so if he feels more confident in a different matchup, we could see, or hidden or a random select. What is this? No, he's not going to do it. He's still making some decisions here. I think, honestly, I thought Fujin did all right. But, I mean, obviously Spawn did pretty decent as well. It brought a game home for, I mean, both characters brought a W home in Bluelink's name. Collector as well, another character that he's fond of.
Yeah, it's very interesting. He's going to Geras, though. I know Geras does have the potential of...
This is how he made top
back.
8, by the way, is he just busted out his Geras all of a sudden, and he made top 8 using this. Thank you for the follow, I'm a lonely girl. That sounds like a trap if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, Geras, a great answer for Scarlet, has a way of keeping up with her zoning, and once he gets in, it's honestly hard for Scarlet to get him off. He just has so many answers to her and can keep up basically every part of the screen.
Yep. Yo, thank you also for the follow, Cerebus.
xDarkElite, no slouch when it comes to these matchups, though. Always has a way of adapting his own playstyle to each character he has to face. And we'll have to see if Blue will be able to make the right read of switching to Scar. Wait, what was that? Did he just duck under that entire string by of Blue?
I was looking at something else.
It looked like he went for that forward 2-1 string, and the second hit just got low profiled by Scarlet and punished immediately.
Ooh, interesting.
Does anyone have
a tiny hitbox?
Oh, she can duck it. That's something.
Well,
that is
look, if
something
anybody's
that
gonna know
Blue's
it,
aware of now.
xDarkElite is gonna know it, right? I'm sure xDarkElite watches the Aziz videos, and I mean, we all know Aziz is the one who told us all that, right? Can we all just agree on the same reality that we all learned that from Aziz? So, you know, if you're paying attention, which I'm sure xDarkElite is, he knows about some of the more nuanced matchup things, and nice little use of that from xDarkElite.
A good adaptation. Oh wow!
Oh no, the drop at the end though.
That's a big drop. It could shift the momentum in Blue's favor. We'll have to see. Getting a nice combo, forcing the breakaway out, and now he's trying to just keep that momentum up on xDarkElite. That's a crushing blow right there. 34% on a counter punish. That is huge right now. xDarkElite trying to force his way out.
He's got Fatal Blow available. He won't even need it, I don't think. I don't think he's going to spend it. Okay, he will. Okay. Because he could have done the forward 1 crushing blow, but he would have sent him out of the corner in that process, and the scaling on the up 2 might not have trusted it. So I like that Bluelink is just going to guarantee the kill here. We've seen a couple of players, I think xDarkElite on that list in particular, kind of try to hang on to the Fatal Blow, and it cost them big time when they just didn't get the round in the end. Ooh, wrong spacing on that Blood Tongue. Blue's going to find a throw here, and Gears' throw loop's very deadly. He's right next to you after his throws, both of them, forward and back. Here's another one. Coolest throw animation in the game, too. I love it.
I love it. Just dunks you down and just leaves you right in front. Could lead to another throw. And that was actually really smart. After that first throw, he backed off, baiting a jump from xDarkElite, and then went back in, put him right back in the throw loops.
And it's got brutality on it, dude. He'll plant a Scarlet Tree if he does the brutal. It's so tight.
Well, back when I used to play Gears, that was by far my favorite brutality from him.
All right, full screen gameplay here now. xDarkElite has the advantage. Blue rolls through the blood trail, but he's still got to get through a little bit more obstacles. Oh, xDarkElite just lets him in. Back to the throw loops. Now, xDarkElite has full defensive meter, so you got to look out for get-up attacks. He went for wake-up throw jump. Oh, no.
And returns an uppercut of his own to take it. xDarkElite going to take that 3-2 and sending Bluelink home without the points needed to qualify. Don't worry, we got you, Blue. Your check's in the mail.
Man.
But that was still great play from both players.
Yeah, that ending there, you know, Blue was ready with the flawless block launch. Of course, xDarkElite had the meter to get out of it, and because of that, able to survive. So that is going to be xDarkElite moving on.